Hey guys, so we are here to talk about the chemistry of a great movie. It is called The Martian. The Martian is a amazing journey of a guy who is left on the planet of Mars. And he has to use chemistry and specifically biochemistry to figure his way out. So just stay tuned and we have some good things for you.
Right. Let's do the math. Our service mission here was supposed to last 31 souls. For redundancy, they sent 68 souls worth of food. That's for 6 people. So for just me, that's going to last 300 souls, which I figure I can stretch to 400 if I ration. So I got to figure out a way to grow 3 years worth of food here on a planet where nothing grows. Luckily, I'm a botanist. Mars will come to fear my botany powers.
Since the dawn of time, humans have always dreamt of space travel and furthering their race through extraterrestrial colonization. In the movie The Martian, the main character, Mark Watney, is left abandoned on the planet of Mars, where he has to fend for himself using only limited supplies and his own intellect to survive in the harsh environment. The science seen in The Martian is generally in line with the chemistry and botany that we see in the real world.
So botany is a pretty broad subject. It covers other areas of science and technology, such as, but not limited to, plant structure, growth, reproduction, and biochemistry, as seen in The Martian with Mark Watney.
Due to the thin atmosphere on Mars, pure water can only exist as ice or vapor depending on the temperature. Perchlorates are salts existing in the soil. These salts are dissolved into water, which alters the molecular structure, allowing the water to exist in a liquid state. UV radiation from the sun leads to toxic effects from perchlorates.
In the movie, Mark extracts the hydrogen from the hydrogenase in the jet fuel by processing it through a radio catalyst, which is plausible. Kinda. In the movie, the extraction process is depicted as a combustion, where in real life, this reaction would release energy in the form of photons. There wouldn't really be an explosion.
Ah, fuck you, Mars. Yo, hands up, Jesus.
So, in the film, Mark uses his own feces and waste as fertilizer in order to grow produce on Mars, which is plausible but kind of gross. Although necessary nutrients for plant survival might be available in the soil, there's not an abundant quantity in the proper amounts. Fertilizer would need to be added. However, because of the pathogens in human feces, using human feces as fertilizer is significantly riskier than just using animal manure.
So the sunlight issue. In the movie, Mark manages to grow produce in a makeshift greenhouse, which while it's cool, it's plausible, it's not particularly correct because sunlight reaching Mars is too feeble to be effective. So the best way would be to use reflectors to concentrate the sunlight and then transmit it through fiber optics. So that leads us to potatoes!
So, Mark plants potato seeds in his synthesized soil. These potatoes then sprout into potato babies, and he manages to survive by eating only potatoes during his time on Mars, which is plausible, but not very likely. It would be difficult or near impossible to repurpose the potatoes in his seed stock because they'd be irradiated from the trip to Mars, rendering them unable to grow. As Mark says in the movie, potatoes are great for calories, but they're a bit lacking in the nutritional value because they don't have the necessary amount of essential nutrients. However, potatoes do provide a sufficient amount of protein if you eat enough, though. About 10 per day.
I done the math. Checks out.
Rich?
Yes, sir.
Get out.